published 8:10 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 10th of May 2018, updated 9:05 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 10th of May 2018. Huddersfield secured the Premier League status for next season with a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday evening, and in the process completed a remarkable season for newly promoted clubs in England. Terriers' survival means not one of the 16 teams promoted into the top 5 divisions in English football were relegated in the first season at a higher level. All the newly promoted teams from the Premier League to the National League will play in the same division next season, with the possible exception of Lincoln, who are in the League Two playoffs, having gone up last season from the 5th tier. David Wagner celebrates with his Huddersfield players after the 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge. Newcastle, Brighton and Huddersfield will all retain the Premier League status for next season, having been promoted from the Championship in the last campaign. Rafa Benitez's Newcastle are on course for a top-half finish, while Brighton secured survival with a shock 1-0 home victory over Manchester United last weekend. Two unlikely draws away at champions Manchester City and Chelsea sealed Huddersfield's fate for the upcoming 2018-19 campaign. Stoke, West Brom and one of Swansea Southampton will go down. Swansea's relegation has been all but secured with Huddersfield's draw, and they are set to suffer the dreaded drop for the first time since being promoted in 2011-12. Newly promoted Brighton's survival was secured with a 1-0 victory over Manchester United, last season's Championship winners. Newcastle are on for a top-half Premier League finish. It's the third time in Premier League history that all three promoted clubs have stayed up. In 2001 2 Fulham, Bolton and Blackburn survived, and a decade later QPR, Norwich and Swansea repeated the trick. The only time in the Premier League era all three promoted clubs have been relegated was in 1997-98 with Bolton, Barnsley and Crystal Palace. In the 2017-18 Championship, Sheffield United, Millwall and Bolton all stayed up, Bolton securing the status with a dramatic 3-2 win over Nottingham Forest, where they scored twice in 3 minutes to seal safety. 2 goals in 3 dramatic minutes secured Bolton's Championship survival on the final day. Lincoln have finished in the League Two playoff places after being promoted from the 5th tier. Sunderland suffered consecutive relegations and consecutive bottom-placed finishes. After placing 20th out of 20 last season in the Premier League, the McKems have followed that up with a 24th placed finish this year in the Championship. Portsmouth, Plymouth and Doncaster in League One, Lincoln and Forest Green in League Two, and AFC Fylde, Ebbsfleet, Maidenhead and Halifax in the National League complete the pattern of newly promoted teams surviving. Lincoln even have a chance of earning promotion to the 3rd tier after finishing in the last League Two playoff spot in the first season since going up from the National League. National League promoted 2016-17, AFC Fylde, Ebbsfleet, Maidenhead and Halifax relegated 2017-18, Guiseley, Chester, Torquay and Woking.